You know, most people playing Watch Dogs focus on hacking every camera, phone, or traffic light they can find, but there's this whole layer of storytelling baked right into the city itself that almost nobody talks about. I'm talking about Chicago. Yes, the same Chicago that's packed with cars, neon lights, and NPCs you'd normally ignore. But in Watch Dogs 1, the city itself is practically a character. And it's not just there to look pretty or make your missions more exciting. It's showing you subtly how life under constant surveillance feels. Think about it. The way pedestrians walk, how police cars patrol, the patterns of traffic, even random street conversations. Ubisoft didn't just sprinkle life into the streets. They programmed behaviors that react to your hacking and, more importantly, to the idea that someone could be watching you at any moment. Take, for example, the street performers, or the people waiting at bus stops. Most of the time, they just exist in the background, but pay attention when you hack a phone nearby. Some of them react in little ways, looking around nervously, pausing mid-step, or even muttering under their breath about feeling watched. It's easy to miss, but it's a tiny nod to paranoia and the surveillance culture that the game is trying to critique. You don't get a pop-up saying, "Hey, notice the NPC's nervous glances." You just feel it. That tension is what makes Watch Dogs more than a standard open-world sandbox. It's almost psychological, making the player complicit in the same behaviors they're trying to expose. And then there's traffic. Chicago's roads are like veins pumping life into the city, and every car, bus, or truck seems to have a purpose. Hack a traffic light, and suddenly, you're not just causing chaos for fun. You're witnessing how tiny changes ripple through the ecosystem of the city. Cars swerve, drivers curse, and pedestrians dodge in ways that feel very human. What's brilliant is that these reactions aren't just random. They're coded to reflect realistic human responses to disruptions. The AI isn't perfect, but it's sophisticated enough to give a sense of living in a city that's always under observation. This is something even people who've completed every mission and collected every clue rarely discuss. Let's talk about the subtle social commentary hidden in the city's architecture and urban layout. Chicago in Watch Dogs has these districts that feel distinct, not just visually, but emotionally. Take the affluent areas. Clean streets, organized traffic, plenty of security cameras. Then shift to the poorer districts, graffiti-covered walls, more street fights, broken infrastructure. It's not just aesthetic. It reinforces the idea of surveillance's unequal presence. Cameras and drones pop up where the city can afford it, and the chaos happens where monitoring is sparse. It's a commentary on modern urban life and how security, or the illusion of it, is distributed. You rarely see a video focusing on how the city design itself tells a story of inequality under surveillance. And that's a shame, because it's one of the game's most subtle, intelligent touches. Now, the NPCs' interactions also tell a story about privacy in a digital world. Some of them actually call out or react to Aiden's hacking in ways that are small but significant. A coffee shop patron might glance at their phone and smirk, or frown when you hack someone nearby. A jogger might pause and check the sky, as if sensing a drone overhead. It's tiny, but those moments make the city feel alive and responsive to the player's choices in a way most open-world games at the time didn't attempt. And if you think about it, it mirrors how we live today, how we react, often unconsciously, to the invisible systems of surveillance around us. The game is asking subtly, how would you act if you knew someone could watch your every move? Even the random ambient sounds contribute to this effect. Car alarms, distant sirens, shouted arguments, all timed with subtle NPC behaviors, create a subconscious narrative. It's chaos, but it's controlled chaos. Every small element reinforces the feeling that you're in a city where observation is constant, and consequences, even minor ones, ripple outward. Ubisoft doesn't shout this at you. There are no cutscenes explaining it. You just feel it if you pay attention. And that, I think, is what makes revisiting Watch Dogs so rewarding. You can complete every mission, steal every car, and still miss the story the city itself is telling. So next time you boot up Watch Dogs, don't just rush from hack to hack.